Roberts.
Thank you. I move to take note of the Minister's answers to my questions on COP29. 3-0. I asked 3 questions and got nil specific answers. For 25 years, the United Nations has convened a conference of parties on climate change to counter the manufactured threat of global warming, climate change, climate disruption, global boiling, net zero and many other rebrandings. For 29 years, taxpayers' money has been wasted on this pointless quest to solve a fake problem and failed to change world temperatures. Many in this chamber think giving money to the United Nations will enable us to affect world temperatures. Yet we can't, because temperatures are the result of factors not in our control. COP29 focused on finance, heavily on finance. Rich countries, which are overwhelmingly blamed for natural climate variation, agreed in 2009 to ramp up annual payments to provide $100 billion a year in 2020 to developing countries. That pledge was met in 2022, 2 years past the deadline. At Baku, the United Nations came up with a new number, meaning more of Australian taxpayers' money to be sent overseas to fight this concocted problem. The new deal agreed yesterday requires wealthy countries, including the US, European nations and Australia, to ramp up annual payments to $300 billion annually in 2035. So I asked the Minister, what's Australia's share? The Minister didn't know. If we paid based on the UN formula, Australia would be paying $6 billion every year. Money sent overseas and never seen again, reducing Australia's gross domestic product and with that the standard of living for all Australians. Worse, the agreement refers to a wider ambition to increase payments to developing nations up to $1.3 trillion annually, I believe. Developing nations include China, India, Egypt, all modern, vibrant economies. Worse, these nations have no formal obligation to cut their output of carbon dioxide gas, nor to provide financial help to poorer countries. One nation will withdraw from the UN climate agencies and UN imposts that are really income redistribution, communism disguised as climatism. One nation will stop the UN theft.